I'm going to tell you 3 things that Android can do to beat iOS right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis and I do tech videos every single week and I have a blast doing them. So if that sounds fun to you, hit that subscribe button. But for now, let's get into the video. So I've mentioned before that my favorite OS on a phone is Android and my favorite on a tablet is iOS. So I'm not really like a hater of either or a lover of either. I think they just serve different purposes on different platforms. And because of that, I think I've identified a couple of things that if Android really wanted to, they could do to push iOS completely out of the picture. I'm specifically making this video because Apple just announced they sold 16 million iPhones in the last quarter. The iPhone X was the best-selling phone of this past quarter. That's crazy. They're the only manufacturer of iPhones, yet there's tons of manufacturers of Android phones. How is it that all the different types and varieties of Android phones can't beat one iPhone? And why is it in order to win, the iPhone X only had to make itself look more like an Android phone? Well, it's pretty simple. They do several things very well, and it's these 3 things that I'm gonna tell you that if Android did, they could win the war. And to be totally clear, they won't do any of these. Number 1, dumb it down. Now you might be thinking, dumb it down? What do you mean? Well, let's be honest. Are you gonna give your grandfather an iPhone or an Android phone? And while I'm poking fun, let's be honest about it. For people that are not technically savvy, you give them an iPhone, which means another sale and another sale. Every grandfather, every older father or mother has one. You don't see too many older people with Android phones. And of course, a lot of younger kids also have iPhones. They're just easy, they just work. Most people don't want to be bothered with all the customizations and all the things you can do on an Android phone. I mean, the things that I love anyway. Now, shout out to the companies that actually do offer this, Samsung being one of them, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at the operating system level. When you set it up, give you the option for super easy or more customizable. And that brings a whole bunch of people into the fold because, let's be honest, Google's the #1 search engine in the world. So when you're looking for something, you should be using a Google phone, right? Number 2, and this is probably the most critical one, take updates out of the hands of carriers and manufacturers. Apple has been amazing about this, if nothing else. They own the entire update from beginning to end. They create the update, it gets pushed out to every single phone, no matter what carrier you're on. If you're Android, you not only have to wait for Google's update, you have to wait for your carriers and your hardware manufacturers. One of those people is going to take 3 months to get it done, and then the other is going to take another 3 months. And by the time you get it, the new operating system's out. And while I know Android is trying to make changes with like Oreo and make it so that you can just do updates underneath, they just need to quit that. Just start from the beginning, do what Apple has done this entire time and say, no, you get one update from one company, one time. And this goes beyond just little updates and little cool things you can do. This goes to security updates, which should not take as long as they do to reach our phones. There have been some amazingly terrible exploits lately on smartphones, and we need those updates right away. Apple gets them right away. Google, can we do something about Android, please? And number 3, better integration. There is no one that can touch Apple's integration. You bring your iPhone home, you pick up your iPad, you can do every single thing you can do on your phone on your iPad, put your iPad down, sit down on your Mac, and you can do all the same things. It's incredible. In addition, it allows you to buy into the ecosystem and really lose nothing. Like, it's smart, it's money after money. You get this, you get the phone, and then you want a bigger experience at home, so you get a tablet, and you want to be able to get work done, so you get an iMac. It all just makes sense. By the way, do we even make iMacs anymore, or is it just Mac Pros? I don't even know, to be honest. And the point is, the integration that you do see tends to happen between manufacturers like Samsung to Samsung, LG to LG. Bump that noise. It needs to be across the operating systems, 1, 2, 3. Texting, messaging, pictures, web, everything, exactly like Apple. Basically, take from Apple like Apple takes from Android. And considering you have so many manufacturers that can come out with so many different cool designs for Android, this should be a slam dunk. If you do these 3 things, Android wins, hands down. So what do you think about these 3 things? Is there something else you think Android could do to beat iOS? Leave a comment below and we'll talk about it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, thumbs up, and share it. And if you didn't like it, give it a like, thumbs up, and share it. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace and love, peace and love.